Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, beautiful people. Welcome back again to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Thanks for coming back. If you are new here, you're welcome. My new subscribers, Jazakumullahu khairan. Thanks for subscribing. And please, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing, like my videos, share with your friends and families, comment down below. I'll really appreciate it. Inshallah, in today's video, I want to talk about Taraweeh, the prayer we pray after Salat al-Isha. So this is Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are in the month of Ramadan. You should know about Taraweeh. So some people don't understand. Is Taraweeh also Qiyamul Layl or it is different? Taraweeh is also Qiyamul Layl. It has the same meaning because you pray it at night. Some will also say Tahajjud. Tahajjud is also Qiyamul Layl because it is prayed at night. So all these are Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, recommended by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this Sunnah was revived by Umar ibn Khattab because the Prophet stopped it at a point. He was the one who initiated it, but he had to stop it at a point. Then Umar ibn Khattab revived it. So some people call Taraweeh Bidah. So it is not Bidah. It was not started by Umar. It was started by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the story behind it is that during the month of Ramadan, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after he had prayed Isha with other companions, so everybody departed. They went to their various houses. Then later, the Prophet came back into the mosque and then he prayed this prayer. Some Sahaba, some companions that saw the Prophet, they were in the mosque as well. So they saw the Prophet praying. They had to join him. Like, what Salat again after Isha? The Prophet didn't call them. But when they saw him, because they imitated the Prophet a lot, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when they saw him, they had to go and then they stood and prayed it together with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then after the Salat, they informed other companions that, oh, yesterday the Prophet prayed and we prayed behind him. So some were also interested. Then the next following day, the Prophet also prayed this Salat. And people were behind him, like more than the first time he started it. Then they were more interested in that prayer, mashallah. Everybody was just like being informed, and then they would come again the next day to join the Prophet. So that was how the masjid became crowded every following day. So therefore, they were also coming. But at this time, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't come out to lead them in prayer. So when the Prophet was asked, why didn't you come out to lead us? The Prophet said, this is not an obligation. I'm scared maybe if I should continue with you, Allah might make it an obligation upon us. Because since you all like it, Allah might make it an obligation. So I don't want any stress for you. If you can pray it, just pray it individually, because this is not something compulsory. It is not obligation. So everyone should pray individually. So the Prophet had to stop leading them. So they will just pray by their own and then they depart, or small group, not in big congregation like that. So until the Prophet, until the death of the Prophet, they kept it up like that. Even after Abu Bakr Siddiq was appointed as the leader of the Muslim, it continues like that. Everyone is praying individually. But at the time of Umar ibn Khattab, when he entered the mosque, he saw some people praying individually and different groups praying as well, Taraweeh. So Umar ibn Khattab said, why can't you all join together and let one imam lead you, just like the Prophet, since the Prophet is dead now? So what the Prophet was scared of, revelation won't happen again after the Prophet, because after the death of the Prophet, no new thing should be added into the religion, and Allah can't reveal something new to us because we are not the Prophet. So let's just keep praying it as the Prophet used to when he was alive, and we are not scared of any new thing or any revelation of it being an obligation. So Umar revived what was initiated by the Prophet, and the Prophet recommended it. So, my dear people, ensure you don't miss Taraweeh. It is the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the reward for Taraweeh is that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Maqama mal imam hatta yansarif, kutiba lahu qiyamul layla." That anybody who stands to pray this salat with the imam until the imam leaves, until he finishes this prayer, you stand to pray Taraweeh with the imam until he finishes. Mashallah, it will be for you. You get a reward as if you've prayed the whole night, the entire night you've stood up to pray. So that is the reward. So mashallah, just try your best and pray this Taraweeh, especially when it is in the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Ensure you are standing up. And as for women, you might be asking, can you also go to the mosque to join? According to the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet said, "La tamna'u ima Allahi masajid Allah, wa buyutuhunna khayrun lahun." The Prophet said, don't prevent your women, the slaves of Allah, the women, don't prevent them from Allah's house, which is the mosque. Don't prevent them if they want to go. But their house is better for them, or their houses are better for them. So as a woman, it is better for you to pray in your house because that is better for you. But if you want to go to the masjid, you can also pray in the masjid. So I hope you benefit from this video. Thank you so much for listening. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.